Well, hello there. Today is my version of my Christmas box, basically, I get every month. This is my wellness box I get from Young Living. I want to show you some of the things that I get and what some of the promos and things that they throw in there, just so you get a little bit better idea of how this whole process works, because sometimes it's a little bit outside the box for folks and don't understand it. And this is my way of starting to show you how easy it is to up your health and wellness just by doing some very simple things in your everyday life. So, real quickly, I'm going to go through some of the stuff that I got this month, just to show you what my typical order would look like. And what I focus on. The nice thing about Young Living is they do have the best oils, essential oils in the world, but they also have a whole line of other products, over 500 products from you know makeup line to health personal care stuff, to supplements, to baby care line, um, fitness stuff, weight management stuff. They got a whole bunch of other things. So I'm just going to go through a few of the things that I typically get when I make my order. So here we go. So what I get every month is this is my number one thing right here. You can't see this backwards. Master Formula. This is their multivitamin. It comes in these little packets. And there's 4 little pills in there. One has all essential oils, and the other ones have different things in them. The way that they've combined these together makes it very easy for the body to absorb. And since I've been taking these, it's super easy, and my vitality has been a lot better. So this is something that's in my box every single month. A couple of the other supplements that I take, and this is due to my personal history. I had gastric bypass several years ago. One of the things I always have to have a lot of in my diet, and whether I'm able to eat that or not, calcium. Calcium is one of those things that just needs to be replaced all the time. So I do get the Super Cal Plus. And I do order that almost every month. There's 60 pills in there. Sometimes I don't need them all, so I have some extras, so I don't need it every single month. But that one I do on a regular basis. The other supplement that I personally use is called Thyromin. I have a hypothyroidism that I've been taking medication for most of my life, and my goal is to do this for a while and have my blood work done and see if I can finally come off of that medication. So this is helping my thyroid situation. So those are some of the supplements that I do. One of the other things that I do regularly is the laundry soap. Laundry soap. Now this laundry soap here, the cap, I'm going to show you real quick because everybody's like, how does that compare price-wise or whatever? I did a price comparison with a local standard brand, and it was like within a penny a load difference. The cap size is a lot smaller. What you're going to use is very concentrated. You only have to fill it up to about here on the cap and fill a whole load. The laundry comes out great. It smells great. It's clean, and it is comparable to all of your market brands. So I do love the laundry soap. I do get that regularly. We have a house full here, so we go through a lot of that. So that's not every month, but I have that in there regularly. The other thing that I love is their foaming hand soap. Comes with this nice little pump, and I have these in all of my bathrooms. This is just a replacement one. They also have the refill bottle, so you don't have to buy these, and it's cheaper to get the refill bottle and then fill these back up. But that is at every sink in my household. One of the things I got this time, I don't normally get all the time, is the little Thieves Spray. The Thieves Spray is basically, you can take it with you. It's a very convenient spray. I use it when I'm traveling on airplanes. I spray the airplane trays down. People use them for the grocery carts at stores or whatever, wherever you can. You also spray this just right on your hands. It's a great immune booster and cleanser, of a natural cleanser. So that is always good to have some extras of those. And then this time I bought some of the essential oil sample packs just so I have the Thieves. The Thieves is your immune boosting support system. Amazing. This is one thing I use regularly. I use the oil every day. These are some samples I can give out to folks just to get them exposed to it and see. I think Thieves is one of the big things and they have developed their whole line of cleaning products. And so they had a household cleaner that we use here in the house. We've replaced all of our other toxic chemical type cleaners in the house, and we use the Thieves Cleaner. It's much more cost effective, and it is non-toxic, and it's healthy for you. The few oils that I purchased this time, I purchased another Thieves. I always have backups of these. I do use this every single day. After I take my shower in the morning, I put a couple drops on my feet. It's been my immune booster. I used it for the last year. I haven't been sick since I started using this every day. It's been amazing some of the transition over, just little things to do in your life. I also bought a bottle of Purification. Purification is basically your odor neutralizer. We're getting rid of all of the plug-ins and the sprays and all that kind of stuff, and we use this in all the bathrooms. Works great. We have 3 bathrooms, so we go through it. I'm always ordering a bottle of this to replace what we got in there. A new one for me is juniper. I did buy some juniper this time. I've been working with a lot of people, different people with different things going on, and juniper kept coming up and I didn't have it. So I did a little bit of research on juniper, and I decided I wanted to get that oil and have it available. And some of the things I found out about juniper that were just kind of interesting to me, it promotes and improves blood circulation. So any kind of situation you might have that has improper circulation, accumulates toxins into your body and stuff. It also helps relieve swelling and stuff. All that is all circulatory related. It has a whole lot of uses. It's very effective for all forms of cramps. You know, it could be muscle cramps, digestive cramps, respiratory cramps, any kind of cramps. It's kind of an antispasmodic type of a thing, so it helps relieve those. It works very well in conjunction with a lot of other things. It actually works with other oils. It also works with traditional medications and stuff like that. There are a couple of areas like in pregnancies and things like that you'd stay away from juniper. So you'd want to do a little bit of research on that. The thing that I thought was interesting, it helps remove gases in the intestines. So if you have a chronic gas issue or something like that, this would help, something to help relieve that. You know, you get that uncomfortable feeling or this bloated feeling or whatever. This is one of the things that you can use for that. It's also a great detoxifier, blood purifier. It promotes urination. I was like, it helped, again, it's a circulatory thing, helping with the swelling in the body, and it helps relieve that from you. So these are just some of the things that I found very interesting. It also had some properties for helping depression and things like that, and so it actually was something I wanted to start trying out and seeing how it works. Now, those are the things that I purchased this month. Now, because of what I purchased, you get free stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the free stuff I got this month that I'm interested in trying out. This first one is called Allerzyme. It's another supplement. I've never tried it. Again, I've tried the things that make sense for me. I've bought the products that make sense for me. I don't buy all the products that they have. So I did a little research on Allerzyme since I didn't know what it was. And it's basically also pressure, bloating, gas pain, minor cramping after eating. And being somebody that had gastric bypass surgery, I have a tendency to run into those things a lot. Foods don't always agree with me. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So having this available for those times, you know, the occasional times, would be nice to have. So I'm looking forward to trying it out. The other things that came in my freebie this month was basil oil. Basil oil is one I've used a lot of over the last couple years. It's fantastic oil, all kinds of great properties. Also, it's one of the Vitality line oils, so you can actually put this in your food. It's an internal oil. You can take this internally, but I've also used it topically on people and in the diffuser. It smells great. It's really strong, but that was nice, a nice little freebie to have this month. Tea tree. Tea tree is another one I got for free this month. I've never really used tea tree a whole lot, but the more I started looking into it, I started seeing a lot of opportunities to use it, so I'm actually looking forward to trying that one out too. And the last oil I got for free was fennel. Fennel I love. Fennel is great for so many different things as far as metabolism and things like that, and it's also the smaller bottles are the Vitality ones, which you can actually intake internally and stuff. This is a larger bottle of fennel, so I use this one in a lot of different ways. Um, and the last thing that I got for free, which is one of the things I was really kind of interested in, is came in this little bag here, and these are wool dryer balls. You would use these in your dryer, clothes dryer, instead of dryer sheets. Dryer sheets have been known to be one of the most toxic as far as chemicals used in them um, for us. So eliminating that one thing out of your household and doing something with this, putting a couple drops of your favorite oil on there, how you want their laundry to smell. And you throw these in the dryer, and they come in this nice little bag. You can keep them in the bag right around your dryer, and there's 4 of them in here, so you can use them over and over and over again. So I've been looking forward to having that one come into the house. And so that is basically what I got this month. And something I wanted to mention, there was an article that just came out today in the USA Today, and they were talking about new products skip the stores and go straight to the shoppers. And basically what they're saying is companies are boosting their loyalty with customers and their profits by selling directly to customers through social media and websites and cutting out the middleman. It's funny to me because I've been doing this for a couple of years, and that's what I've been getting. I cut out the middleman. I buy my stuff online straight from the company. It comes straight to me. And because of that, cutting out the middleman, I get great products at a great price, and they have a loyalty program, which is called their Essential Rewards program. And that loyalty program is, because they don't have to pay out to all the advertising and whatnot, they're able to give a lot back to their members. And one of the things is all these free stuff that I showed you, but the other thing is that on every order that you get, you'll get a percentage of points back for more free stuff that you can make another order for free and not pay anything but the shipping. And it'll range anywhere from 10% when you first start out in the program up to 25% after a couple years. Right now I'm in the 20% range and about ready to go to 25%. But I mean, 20% of what I buy comes back to me in points that I keep in an account, and then I make a freebie order every couple months of a few $100s. And it's all this kind of stuff, and I just get it for free. So I really, really enjoy that part of it. It's just funny to me as I read this article in the USA Today, and talk about Coach and Nike and Adidas and Michael Kors and Fossil and all these companies that are kind of going this route. Because it makes sense in our society today, and more stuff is online. And Young Living has been doing it for 20 years, you know. So it's curious to me that eventually everybody's going to end up coming around this direction. So that was just a nice little tidbit that I found. One other thing that I did find that's very interesting to me that I want to throw in here, just for people that don't know much about oils or don't know why would I use them or whatnot. There was an article that I found that was talking about our frequencies, our body frequencies. And the typical human body resonates at a frequency of 62 to 78 megahertz. So your typical person is out there. And the scientists believe that the diseases start when our frequency drops to 58 megahertz or below. And part of their scientific study, they actually researched negative thoughts and positive thoughts and all that kind of stuff. And just negative thoughts alone can reduce the frequency 12 megahertz, while positive thinking can actually raise it by 10. So if you're in that normal range of 62 to 78, just by negative thinking, you can actually put yourself in the place where diseases start to happen. You put yourself in a lower frequency. So the idea here is to live above that wellness line and be able to keep diseases at bay. And one way of doing that, according to their study, was positive thinking. But they also did talk about therapeutic grade essential oils, and that's really the big thing in our industry, is finding a therapeutic grade essential oil. Most of the oils out there are not. They're cut with alcohol and different stringents, different chemicals that you don't want to have in your body anyway. That's why I love Young Living, is that I know they're therapeutic grade. I've seen the whole process, the whole distillation process. I've been to the farm. I've watched them go from the plant product to the oil. and what is in that bottle is nothing but that oil. There's nothing else in there. So getting a therapeutic grade is essential for getting the results that you're looking for. And then they actually measured different oils, and one of them was juniper, which is one I bought this month, and it resonates at 98 megahertz. So it's already 20 points higher than what our highest normally is as a person. So by using stuff that has a higher frequency, you're help boosting yourself a little bit, in that area. Frankincense resonates at 147 megahertz. I use frankincense almost every day, just a couple drops of that. I just love that stuff. It's great for clearing my mind and helping me think clearer, and problem solving is easier. Rose, which is known as the highest frequency, at least that I know of all the oils, is at 320 megahertz. That's huge. I haven't tried rose. I don't know exactly what it would do, but it'd be interesting to try at some point. Helichrysum is another one I use on a regular basis. It seems to keep me working good all day long. It helps keep my headaches down. It helps keeps my blood pressure under control. It's things I use because it feels right to me. That one resonates at 181 megahertz, so it's already like 100 megahertz above what I normally resonate at. So even just using a little bit of that is going to help bring my my resonation in that frequency a little higher. Peppermint resonates at 78, which is right at the top end of our normal resonation. So a lot of people actually get a lot of benefit from peppermint, as far as it seems to match really well with our bodies, but it maybe doesn't raise it anymore, but it helps maintain you in that safe range. Lavender is a little higher. It resonates at 118 megahertz. There's just a lot of studies coming out nowadays about essential oils and stuff, and I tend to feed through them and to see what I like. This particular article was talking about specific oils for specific uses and things, which I'm not going to get into. I just thought that the frequency part of it was very, very interesting, and it's one of the reasons why I talk to people about why would you use this. Well, we're going to find certain things that you want to use, that you want to benefit something in your life. There are so many oils, hundreds of oils. You're not going to need all those. You're not going to want all those. But you're going to find a few of them that will help in a certain area of your life that will benefit you. It helps raise your frequency. It's going to help solve a disbalance of some kind in your body. And then what I like about Young Living compared to some of the other essential oil companies out there is that they've expanded their line to be a lot of healthcare products. We have a lot of things in our life that are detrimental long term to our health, and a lot of those are cleaning products and a lot of personal care products and a lot of things that we do. We put a lot of chemicals on our skin that seep in and get into our bodies, and over time is going to affect us. And as we age, we start feeling it more and more. By just changing out a couple of those things, like the soaps or the laundry soap, household cleaner or toothpaste or a deodorant or shampoo, just things that just eliminating certain things that we buy on a regular basis all the time and getting a healthier benefit from it, we are going to improve our daily life. So with that said, I'm going to jump off today, and if you have any questions, please feel free to PM me on Facebook or send me an email. I will have all my information out there for you. Okay? Thank you much. Bye.